Hello, everyone, and I am here to read 6 poems with you from one of my favorite poets. His name is Langston Hughes. Here you go. See? Collected Poems of Langston Hughes. He is one of the greatest poets I've ever read. Although I cannot relate to a lot of his poems, they resonate with me because they take me to a different place. Um, I have chosen Langston Hughes as my first read off. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I hope you find me reading inspiration to read yourself, because we need books in our lives. They matter. All right. So, first of all, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. It's my road to recovery from experiencing stroke about 2 years ago. You're always recovering once you go through it. So, it's consistently learning. It's basically having to relearn, like you're reborn again and having to relearn everything again. So, my goal is to be able to read without um, sounding like I'm reading. I want to be able to read like I'm talking. Um, and I'm working on my speech, as you can tell, stroke brain. Um, so, yeah, just I hope you enjoy this journey, and I hope you come along this journey with me and email me or hit like and subscribe, and or comment below and let me know that you know you're taking on reading too, and um, post a video of yourself reading. It will inspire me as well. So let's get to it. Poems from Langston Hughes. I'm going to read about 6 poems. Usually it's pages, but since it's poems, I'm going to read 6 of them, and then, later on do another 6. I'm going to keep posting a series of videos of me reading at least up to 6 poems or 6 pages in regards to what I'm reading, so that way, um, you know, it's not overwhelming. All right. So these are poems from Langston Hughes from 1921 to 1930. First poem I'm going to read is called "The Negro Speaks of Rivers." I've known rivers. I've known rivers ancient as the world and the older than the flow of human blood in human veins. My soul has gone deep like the rivers. I bathed in the Euphrates when dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo, and it hold me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down the New Orleans, and I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. Poem 1. Poem 2. Aunt Sue's Stories. Aunt Sue has herd full of stories. Has a herd of full of stories. Aunt Sue has a whole heart full of stories. Summer nights on the front porch, Aunt Sue cuddles a brown-faced child to her bosom and tells him stories. Black slaves working in the hot sun and black slaves walking the dewy night and black slaves singing sorrow songs on the banks of the mighty river mingled themselves softly. In the flow of old Aunt Sue's voice mingled themselves softly. In the dark shadows that cross and recross Aunt Sue's stories, and the dark-faced child listening, known that Aunt Sue's stories are real stories. He knows that Aunt Sue never got her stories out of any book at all, but that they came right out of her own life. The dark-faced child is quiet, of a summer night listening to Aunt Sue's stories. Poem 3. Negro. I don't like saying these words, but these are the titles of Langston Hughes' poems. And my husband is African American, and I don't like I don't feel comfortable using words like that, but I can't change the titles or the words of Langston Hughes, so I'm just going to read them, and please don't take offense to them, and don't think anything negative about them. It's just poems from a great poet that are amazing and that can really resonate and take you somewhere. So think positively and don't take it the wrong way. It's not meant that way at all. I am Negro, black as the night and is black, black like depths of my Africa. I've been a slave. Caesar told me to keep doorsteps clean. I brushed the boots of Washington. I've been a wonder. Under my hand the pyramids arose. I made motor for the Woolsworth building. I've been a singer all the way from Africa to Georgia. I carried my sorrow songs. I made ragtime. I've been a victim. The Belgians cut off my hands in the Congo. They lynch me still in Mississippi. I am Negro, black as the blackest night, black as the night is black, black as the depths of my Africa. I think that was poem 3, wasn't it? That was poem 3? Yeah, that's poem 3. By the way, Langston Hughes' poems are very, very intense, and they're very descriptive. So, anybody who knows the history or knows anything about, the culture of African Americans knows that they did go through a lot. So, and he really, really shares that in puts that in the forefront for people to understand. But like I said, he's one of the greatest poets I've ever read. Him. Um, I also read stuff of Nikki Giovanni, Maya Angelou. Um, there's a lot of great poets out there that just like their poetry has helped me throughout my life. And even though our culture isn't the same, um, it's it still resonates